mission to save their children who are suffering from a rare genetic disorder known as Canavan disease, trying to raise money for a treatment that may also help those suffering from other diseases like ALS. And Lindsay Janis has their story for us.
For the first 6 months of his life, Benny Landsman was a healthy baby boy. But then, a noticeable change.
Around 6 months, he wasn't holding his head upright and he wasn't sitting by himself, which he should have started to do independently, like at that point.
Parents Gary and Jenny Landsman seeing countless specialists over the next 7 months, desperate for a diagnosis for their son, finally learning he had rare Canavan disease.
Canavan's disease is a rare genetic disease that affects the ability of the brain to send and receive messages.
By the time the Landsmans learned what was afflicting their son, they had a new addition, 2-week-old baby boy Josh, who also tested positive for the rare degenerative disease.
How do you cope with that kind of news, that new reality?
Minute by minute.
Right. We're taking life day by day right now because when you think about the big picture, it's I don't want to go on. I don't. And thinking about things day by day, they're beautiful babies. They're very happy babies. They're beautiful babies. Josh, at about 4 months now, is starting to smile and starting to become happier, and they're fun.
Symptoms of Canavan disease begin developing in children between 3 and 6 months old, affecting their ability to sit, stand, walk, or talk. Most don't live beyond the age of 10.
The geneticist said, they're missing an enzyme. And I said, okay, when can we start giving it to them? Like, it seems so simple. And she said, no, it's fatal. And I just, like, that was it. It was like the world ended.
The Landsmans are now in a race against time to find a cure for the disease, taking matters into their own hands after finding a promising gene therapy in need of funding, starting a GoFundMe page aimed at raising $1.2 million needed for research into the breakthrough treatment.
There is reason to be hopeful, and that's why you've decided to raise money.
Accepting this fate was not something that we were comfortable doing.
They hope the money they raise will get the treatment out of the lab and to patients in need.
The treatments that can help Canavan disease, those same treatments can also help other neurodegenerative diseases like Parkinson's and ALS and Alzheimer's. So it can help so many people.
The Landsmans dreaming of life with a cure.
I hope one day we'll be able to put our boys on a school bus and send them off to school and not be able to wait till the end of the day till they come home so that we can hear about their day.
Yeah.
For Good Morning America, Lindsay Janis, ABC News, New York.
And Dr. Ashton is here. We do not do enough on rare diseases like this. Such a beautiful, beautiful family. What is their best hope?
Well, you know, when you hear stories like this and their bravery and courage, the next step is hope. And in medicine, we always give patients and their families hope. And when you're talking about rare diseases like this, and in particular Canavan disease, the real hope is gene therapy. And there's been some recent studies in the lab involving mice where that defective enzyme is treated and targeted with gene therapy. And now the key is moving it to human trials, which is coming. So there's a lot of excitement about gene therapy, not just for this disease, but for a lot of diseases.
Yes.
So intense area of research.
And one can lead to help with other diseases, as Lindsay said in the piece like that. Genetic testing, what should parents, prospective parents, what do they need to know about?
Well, you know, let's do some history first. You know, in the past, we were able to test for only a couple of inherited genetic conditions. Now, you can test for hundreds of genetic mutations that then go on to cause anything from a common to a more rare condition. But I think they need to understand that a lot of times this is a very intense process with genetic counselors that is picked up sometimes based on someone's ethnicity, where certain genetic conditions run in certain ethnic groups, or sometimes it's based on an affected family member. So it's a very involved process. Oftentimes we do it before the couple reproduces, but in some cases like this, it's in the process of reproducing.
And as you said, get counseling, because if you get a positive result, you want them to have some counseling.
There's a lot to do, really important.
Okay, please discuss this more online.
Absolutely.
Okay. Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here. to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.